Yes, this is going to be wonderful framing. What is going on? That almost got way out of hand there. So, picked this up for 80 bucks in the Menagerie a few weeks ago, and I gotta say, $80 for a Prisma named Ramona was a dang darn good deal. Why was it part of the Menagerie? Well, the handles were part of a tumble test, which, if you can see there's like a little bit of distressing. It's not the worst. And then the blade is a Blade Show West with some rusting around the logo, which, again, I think that's something pretty tolerable considering we're getting a Prisma for 80 bucks. For record, I believe these usually go for what, 140, 120? Let's do a quick check here on the old computador. Balisongs. Yeah, they go for 140 bucks usually, so pretty steep discount of $60, and they do this pretty regularly. Just the other day, they had not only a few more of the Prismas for 80 bucks, but they had the Prisma Pro for $100. I paid $200 fucking dollars for this thing. Half off for a Prisma Pro. Anyways, yeah, the Menagerie is definitely where it's at, and I think a lot of you might want to know, what is the difference between a Prisma and a Pro? Well, first off, this one has speed channels, which I believe you can get these with speed channels too, so let's not like focus too much on that. Go watch a blade bias video if you care about speed channels. You know what I'm talking about. It is a good video. Anyway, so this one has the speed channels, which you can do cool shit like that. Maybe we'll figure out a trick later. You can also get no speed channels on a Prisma Pro, though. I think the biggest difference that you often hear is the channel ends being more round on the Pro and more square on the Prisma. But that's not where the differences end. No. The Prisma is made with the far, far inferior 6061 aluminum series. And we all know that 6061 just sucks. It just sucks. Why would you buy a trainer with 6061 aluminum when you can get 7075? Guess what, guys? Aluminum altogether just sucks. Why aren't you just buying titanium if you actually want something that matters? Okay, so let's stop the the 6061 has no grip. Guess what, guys? It's all in the texturing and how you do it. I've got a pretty nice OTF over here, if I can get it without breaking everything. I've got a pretty nice OTF. Oh, this is going to be the fun part of the video that everyone watches. If you guys saw where this was like jammed up underneath my keyboard. Cool. So this guy is made out of 6061 aluminum, and it's got a cool textured surface. We're not going to lie. But honestly, like, it all depends on like the finish that you're getting. So I think you can get fine grip out of 6061 aluminum most of the time. And guess what? Most of the knife world is using 6061 aluminum in their handles. Like, you'll see it oftentimes in top-end OTFs that cost, $300, $500, $600. They're using 6061 aluminum. They're not using titanium even. So it's really coming down to the blade steel most of the time when you're talking about other knives. But in the Balisong world, we like to talk about the handle material a lot because that matters to us, because that's what we're touching most of the time and how we're going to grip something when we're doing a trick, okay? So anyways, back to the Prisma being way inferior with its aluminum made of 60 series. Yeah, it's fine, guys. It's actually really, really great, and at $80, like, what a purchase. If you can pick up a Menagerie trainer, go for it. It's definitely fantastic. They say they are the shop beaters, but again, like, this had minimal damage. Like, any of the damage that you see, like those scuffs on the handles, those are me dropping it, because you saw how it's just abusive with it. With a MachineWise product, you are getting something that has crazy tolerances. The Menagerie products all have the same tolerances that you're going to get in the full price product like this one. Same tolerances, same screws. The screws on a MachineWise, dude, you got to pay $30 for like a hardware kit. That's most of the cost of this anyway. So if you're like wanting to get some hardware for MachineWise, dude, check out the Managerie, because you can get 4 screws and some bushings that are all going to be great. 4 screws, yeah, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of them. So, anyways, I think this thing is great. This is Ramona, by the way. They all have names. And I'm so good at the sound test. Reverse ladder. I've gotten some nice compliments from you folks on my reverse ladders, by the way. And I gotta say, I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of go for it. Some of it's the upward swing of it. Like you gotta whoop-a-ba. Anyways, Prisma Pro is more rounded. Let's get back to talking about the differences. So more rounded handles, better material, arguably. I mean, it's more expensive, so you're going to get a bit better grip. Also, the design is a lot different on the handles. You can see this one has kind of like a cross hatching pattern, whereas this has just like slashes, more of a chevron in it. And yeah, these are a little bit more shallow, but you can feel a better grip, I think, just because it's, you know, the better material. And these, I think, go a little bit deeper, the little dashes here. But yeah, they both have like those 3 dashes. Really good hardware. Same trainer blade. This one's just from the Blade Show West and has some of the rusting on it, as it being the Managerie version. With these being more square, I think that's an interesting one to talk about, because if you like more square handles, then this is going to be the one for you. I think a lot of people probably get too caught up in the material, the handle material, and like, yeah, this is going to be a little grippier. I don't think you should feel like you are missing out on anything if you have a Prisma and you're checking out a Pro. I don't think it's that much of an upgrade. I think it's more of a, do you want rounder handles? Do you want a speed channel? Because maybe you've got a normal Prisma that doesn't have the speed channel. So those are some things that are you know, to be considered. But if you want something with more square handles, this is going to be it. You know, I think grip is fine. Grip is great. And I wouldn't mess with any other trainers, especially if you can pick up a Managerie version, because they're just way better cost. Let's put it this way. These usually hang out on top of my desk, or they are chilling with the rest of my titanium trainers. I've got my titanium trainers all down here. The titanium trainers are precious. So, like, you know, they get to hang out, and like, they're like, you know, what am I picking up to flip regularly? Like, serious. You want to know where the rest of my trainers are that I don't ever pick up? And this is not to say these are horrible, or if you have them, you've got a bad trainer. These are just like, these are in a drawer of junk. Not that they're junk, but Balanza, definitely junk. The Volp, if this was your first one, I get it. And what is it, $50? I think you can get them sub $50 maybe. Yeah, sure, great. I wouldn't pay full price. I think the MSRP is like $60 range. Save $20 more and get a Managerie when they're available. The Balisong flipping, honestly, like, this one just doesn't agree with me. The Polaris, this one just doesn't agree with me, and that screw breaking was just big negative to me. I don't know. Then I pick it up and I'm like, oh, maybe I could fall in love with it again. But like, I'm not breaking these out as much because like I just don't enjoy them, and I feel like you get limited. And then lastly, the Zenith. I loved it so much at first, and I think, you know, material wise it's there, and like it does some fun stuff. And again, like, price point pretty okay, but if we're talking about this versus a Managerie, dude, this guy's getting beat, even though it's the superior aluminum. No one gives a flying titanium. Anyways, Prisma, get one. The Managerie is where it's at. They got sicko deals, dude. Sicko deals in the Managerie. Go for it. Also, let's just like go through some of these guys real quick. Why not? Why not get a titanium run? A Gaboon for who? A Gaboon for me. All of them. Let's get the Seraph in there. Yeah, we got the Seraph. Why not? These all need videos made for them. And, you know, I'm going to do it. Subscribe to see the videos on these guys, because they're coming. I'm going to make them eventually. They're going to be probably similar to this, but the real exciting ones are going to be these guys, right? $1,900 worth of balisongs right here. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Subscribe so that I can, and give me, you know, an ego boost, because good Lord, is my life happiness just tied directly to the number of subscribers I have. Also, what about this one? Whoo! Sick little titanium, Flytanium Fly 1 with a custom ano by BA Balis. So, yeah, be on the lookout. We got cool stuff on the horizon. And again, my entire ego is driven by the amount of subscribers I have. So please, God, subscribe. Oh my God, it would mean so much to me. Later, y'all. Did it stop?